What is up, homies? My name is Felix and I am here back again with yet another video for you all today. And in this one we're going to be doing another little beat challenge type of thing. Essentially today I'm going to be trying to make a beat while only using one single note. So I'm going to be picking a note and then any melodic sound that I add to the beat has to play that note only. So yeah, make sure you guys check out my Instagram and my SoundCloud down in the description below, along with the playlist of songs I produced, my Beatstorm, my Discord, all that stuff. Go check it out if you'd like to do so. What is up, everybody? Just wanted to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, DistroKid. Obviously, you guys already know DistroKid is the best way to put your music onto major platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, TikTok even. To sign up for DistroKid, you literally pay one time per year. You pay $20 or $35 is like the better plan. And you can actually get a whole 7% off if you go use my code down in the description below. So go do that if you're interested. But yeah, so once you sign up, you can literally upload unlimited music onto Spotify and Apple Music and all those other streaming services, and you only have to pay once per year, so it's quite a steal. Also, you get a ton of really cool like marketing promotional services that they provide you for free under their goodies tab. And under this tab there's a bunch of cool features. There's a thing where you can choose a song to get put into this little voting process where people can vote on your song against other people's songs to be in one of DistroKid's playlists, which has, you know, thousands of listeners and whatnot. Also, they provide synced lyrics, which means that instead of having your lyrics just all up on the screen at one time, you can essentially have the lyrics pop up on the screen as the song is playing the specific lyrics, which is pretty cool and it's a nice little professional touch. Also, you can use some of their promo cards that they generate for you, like any of these right here, and you can take these and use them to promote your song on your Instagram, Snapchat story, wherever you want to use it. They also have these mini videos for you too, which is kind of like the promo cards except for in video form. And then also they have a little service called Upstream, and essentially it lets you get into contact with some of the record labels that DistroKid has connects with, which is a very cool feature if you're into the whole record label side of things. So yeah, go check it out if you're interested. You know, all the sponsored, scripted stuff aside, I actually do really love DistroKid. I think it is genuinely the best and cheapest way to put your music onto major platforms and get a whole bunch of other professional like features as well. So yeah, if you want to put your music onto streaming services, go mow a couple lawns, go paint somebody's house, get that $20 and sign up for a DistroKid account, obviously using my link, you know, the best link that there is. So yeah, shout out to DistroKid, and now we can get back to this video. And now we can get into this video. Okay, so I was thinking that probably the only genre that we're actually going to be able to do this with is some type of trap beat thing. So that's what I'm going to be going for with this beat, and obviously we have to pick a note. I think the note that I'm going to go with is E, and there's really no particular reason for that, only just because I don't want the 808 to be too low or too high. So E is a pretty good middle ground, and it's not like it's really going to matter that much anyways. So, and now I think I'm just going to put some type of piano in here. I think the only way that I'm going to be able to do this melody is if we just layer a bunch of different sounds and stuff on top of each other and see if we can get it to sound somewhat presentable, considering we're only using one note. Alright, so I just brought in a pretty basic piano. It just sounds like this. However, what I just played is a little too complicated. Ours is going to sound more like this. So what I'm thinking I'll do for the melody is something a little bit like this. We'll have a lower down E here, and then have 2 octaves up play right after it like this. And now I'm actually just going to copy this over again. So now that we have this, I'm just going to do Alt-R, and that'll randomize the velocities. And now we can do Alt-S, and this will strum the chords a little bit. So basically what I've got going on is I have this little lower down part mixed with the regular part, and it sounds like this. Just makes it a little bit thicker, gives it a little bit more volume. And what I also want to do is reverse this normal part. So we're going to make unique and then just do reverse. And now what I want to do is just see what other weird layers we can add to this to make it sound a little bit more unique than it does now. I'm thinking that we put in some ambient kind of sounds. We put in maybe like a sub bass or something, maybe like a little bell. Honestly, I have no idea. We're just going to see what works. Alright, so I added this little sound right here. I decided to use the note E for this one. And then I also added this sound from Expand. It's just a pretty ominous brass kind of sound. And then I also am going to add this sound right here. And I think I'm going to play it just like that, just E over 4 different octaves, and see if that sounds good or not. That sounds kind of nice, actually. Alright, so at this point I don't really know what more I can add as far as the melody goes. I just added this little sound right here. And I'm probably going to make that a very ambient kind of sound. But honestly, for now, I think the next step is to add some drums to this. So obviously, since the melody is pretty weird, we have to have the drums slap in pretty hard. So I'm just going to pick some various different drum sounds right now. So I think I'm just going to start out with a pretty basic kind of snare pattern like this. And then I think I'm going to record the hi-hat pattern on my drum pads. Something like that. That will be quantized for sure. Alright, so I pretty much got the hi-hats down. Sounds like this. And since I know that somebody's probably going to mention it, no, the drum sounds do not count. We can use, you know, just the regular root note for the drum sounds. However, though, when I did do the lower pitched hi-hats, I put them at E. Doesn't really have any significance at all, but I just figured I would mention that. But yeah, so now I'm going to do the kick, and the kick is probably going to be pretty easy. Just a simple pattern. Alright, so now I'm going to do the 808, and this is going to be a pretty tough one to figure out. We got to make sure that we get the right notes down for this. I'm not sure what we're going to use. Okay, so at this point, I don't really know what else I can add to this because I'm literally just using one note. What we have here is pretty solid. It is only a 4-bar loop, but what I think I'm going to do is add in a lot of effects and stuff to give it some more variation so that it doesn't get too repetitive. And then also, obviously, we're going to be taking out certain parts here and there through different parts of the beat so that it also does not get too repetitive. So the layout is going to be pretty important, and then also the mix is going to be pretty important as well because we want to make all these sounds mesh together a little bit more. But the first thing that I want to do is lay out the beat. So I'm going to just separate everything like this. So for the little intro part, I think I'm going to have the reverse thing in here like this. And then we're going to have it transition into this right here. And then we're going to have all the drums drop in right here. And then we're going to do another 8 bars like this. And we're going to make some variations within here for both of these. Probably going to take this out for this half. And then maybe for this one, we'll just do the reverse and this one like this. And now we'll basically just keep repeating this similar process of taking certain things out, putting certain things in, as we may need to fit the flow of the beat a little bit better. But before we finish up this video, obviously we're gonna have to do a little bit of mixing for this. So for the mixing, it's gonna be pretty standard what we usually do. We're gonna cut out a lot of the really low end and other frequencies that we don't need for each different melodic sound. And then also we're gonna make some of those lead sounds pretty by adding a lot of reverb and stuff and putting them a little bit wider in the stereo field or whatever. And then after the very basic effects, we'll add whatever else we need to, you know, stylistic wise. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to do it for me in this video. The only other thing that I added afterwards was a little bit of a sub bass in the beginning. But other than that, this is pretty much what we're going to be going with. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this beat or not. I'm not totally sure how I feel about it. This was a fun little challenge, but I probably wouldn't do this for any of my normal beats that I make. But yeah, so anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys check out my Instagram and my SoundCloud down in the description below, along with a playlist of songs I produce, my beat store, my Discord, all that stuff. Go check it out if you'd like to do so, and I will see you guys next time.
Feezo. foreign language, boy, both say cheese.
I see love on my name.